We are spicing up our kitchen for fall. And if you're interested in what we're going to do, stay tuned. We are spicing up our kitchen for fall today. And I want you to start visualizing new colors and fragrances and recipes and kitchen decor. I'm going to show you little touches that will spark interest and will welcome your guest into your home. Hi, I'm Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme. And today in our kitchen, we are going to be adding some of the richness, the spiciness of fall to the kitchen. We're going to add beautiful colors like reds and oranges and golds and browns, and we may even add a little touch of teal. And the reason we're doing this is because we want our kitchen to feel warm and comforting as the temperatures are going to begin to change very soon, and we want our guests to be welcomed when they walk into the door. So we're going to start with our window wreath, because that's the biggest piece in the kitchen, and that's the part that when anyone walks into my kitchen, that's almost the first thing that they see. So let's get started. I am starting with a wreath that is actually a Christmas wreath. And as you can see, it's been fluffed out as much as it can be fluffed out, but it's one that I had sitting and hadn't used in a while. So I went through my supplies and I found that I had a partial roll of deco mesh. So it was a burlap and gold and white color, and I thought, hey, that'd be a nice background, so I added that to the background. I made a bow with some leftover ribbon that I had, and you know I love leopard print, and so leopard print had to be a part of that bow. I just happened to have a little bit that was still left over, so that's a part of that's how that bow got started. So as you can see, it's got several little funky colors that are in there, but definitely are going to bring out the fall vibe that we're looking for. Now, I am adding leaves, fall leaves, into and in between the pieces of the wreath. And I'm using the pine needles to hold that in. Now, what I'm hoping is that I'm going to be able to attach everything with the pine needles and not have to glue. Because if that happens, then when I really am ready for Christmas, I can take the fall out, I can put the Christmas in, and we're ready to go. Because you know, I always have a wreath in this window. Now, I also added in the center a welcome sign. And you see the little star? Well, that star is going to be changed pretty seasonally. So when it's time, probably more towards September, that star is going to become a pumpkin. And so we're going to update the welcome sign as we go along. Now, so let's get down to business. Now, what I did not do, just because I didn't want to bore you to death, was that by the time I got to the flowers, I thought, oh, this video is going to be way too long. So I thought I would shorten it a little bit. So I will show you the finished wreath, and I hope you'll stay tuned. Yes, sometimes I have a short attention span. And when I turned around and looked at my pantry doors, I thought, oh, I can't leave them like this. So I had to stop in the middle of what I was doing and take these wreaths off the door because it was so messing up with my creative vibe, looking at summer on one side and fall on the other. So these are the pantry doors before. Okay, I put in the two ranunculus as you can see on each one. And the only thing that's really missing is a bit of yellow. And in order to kind of coordinate with the one that's over there in the window. So, I just love those little strings that you get. Trying to figure out where I want it. I think that would be kind of cute. Put it right there. Let's see if I can get him in there. This grapevine wreath is not the easiest to work with, and it was kind of one of those you order and you really don't know what you're going to get. And so I ended up getting one that, to be honest with you, I'm not so sure I like, but it is what it is. Okay, so my ranunculus is there. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this, but he's going to have to go in there somewhere. I may have to sleep on it, guys. I'm just not sure that I'm going to add the yellow to it. I'm not feeling it. I'm going to need one coming down the other way, on the other side. So let's get that in. We are decorating our kitchen. And you know, it's so much fun. Lots of strings from the glue. Now what I do is I get them placed and then I'll go back and put in the glue once I get them where I want them. Okay, now I'm going to turn those little tops so you can see the little berries of the eucalyptus. I like being able to see that. All right, here are the wreaths that are on the pantry door. And I think they've turned out just so cute. And like I said, this one is one short. And I certainly could cut one, but I don't want to do that. And I don't think anyone is really going to go around counting how many pieces of eucalyptus that I put on them. And I think together they look marvelous. So that's the pantry door. And here's our window wreath. Now we still have this part down here yet to do. Right now it is a hot mess. But you know what? I'm going to fix it up and we're going to do that tomorrow because I'm exhausted and I still have groceries to pick up. You can see how the green of the wreath just gives you a little background. It's not so brown. Our little welcome sign is back there peeking out. See if I can sit you still. There we go. And you are welcome to our kitchen for the fall. Now I'm doing a little clearing down at the bottom so that you can see that once I remove our more summery look, it's going to look very, very clean. And I'm going to have to back you up so that you can really get a good view. And for now, is going to sit right there with our little cardinals. And I think he'll be happy. I got a little cleaning up yet to do, but other than that, I am very pleased. If I could spend every day in the kitchen doing these kinds of things, oh my goodness, I would smile all the time because this is one of my favorite things to do, decorating. And certainly this has been a lot of fun. And looking at those colors, wow, it just makes me warm and fuzzy all over. Now, I want you to look at the top of my refrigerator. And this is what I did. I pulled out all the summer that was in this basket and added in fall, most of the kitchen leftover flowers. And I stuck them into this basket with a nice bow. And you know what? It looks great. And it's going to be just like this until time for Christmas. And I think I'm going to be able to love it every day. My family's going to love it. And anyone else entering the house will look up and like it as well. Now, let me say here that I have certainly enjoyed having you here in the kitchen with me. And you know what? I hope if you're not already a member of my family that you will stop and subscribe. And also tap that notification bell so that you will know every time I upload. You're not going to want to miss one part of this series dealing with fall. We're going to continue to not only spice up the kitchen, we're going to take a look at tablescapes. We're going to be doing all kinds of things right here for the kitchen, and we're going to do it right here in the kitchen. So I want you to come back to Ebony Ivy and Time, where we work hard, we love God and family, and we know without a doubt that everything else is just gravy. Blessings to you and yours, and I'll see you soon right here in the kitchen.